There are storms you can see coming. You can watch the clouds gather. You can hear the thunder. You can feel the pressure changing in the atmosphere. And then there are storms that happen inside you. No weather forecast can predict them. No radar can track them. No emergency alert can warn you. January 2019 was one of those storms for me. Imagine a hurricane carrying the weight of everything life had already thrown at me. Then imagine a volcano erupting underneath it. Years of pain, struggle, survival, frustration, unanswered questions, and everything I had buried deep inside myself. Then comes the tornado, ripping through whatever remains stable. And just when you think the destruction can't possibly get worse, the typhoon arrives. 4 different forces of nature. 1 human being. Me. That is the closest language I have for what January 2019 felt like. Because that night wasn't simply sickness. It wasn't simply fear. It wasn't simply pain. It was like my entire existence had been caught inside a supernatural collision. And somewhere in the middle of that chaos, I flatlined. For a moment, the machine that measures life had a different story to tell. But God wasn't finished writing mine. Death may have knocked on my door, but apparently, God still had the keys. I didn't come back because I was stronger than death. I came back because death didn't get the final word. Something beyond me said, it ain't over yet. And somehow, I came back home. Think about that. I had already survived April 25, 1986. Little Larry survived the day that nearly took his life. Decades later, grown Larry found himself standing, or rolling, at another doorway between life and death. And once again, life won. That's why January 2019 isn't just a medical event in my story. It's a Kairos moment. A moment outside ordinary time. A moment where the question wasn't, Larry, how much longer can you survive? The question became, Larry, what are you gonna do with the life you were given back? Because surviving something and understanding why you survived it are 2 different things. I can't pretend I have every answer. But I know this. I wasn't sent back just to occupy space. I wasn't sent back just to say, I survived. I believe I was sent back with something left to say, something left to build, something left to become, something left to give. And maybe that's why I keep talking. Maybe that's why I keep writing. Maybe that's why Will on Wheels means so much to me. Maybe that's why I keep trying to make people rethink what the word disabled means. Because I have lived long enough to understand something. A body can be broken without a person's purpose being broken. A spinal cord injury can change your body. A wheelchair can change how you move through the world. A near-death experience can change how you look at time. But none of those things automatically get to decide who you are. The storm met the fire. The fire met the will. And the will kept speaking. I am still here. Not by accident. Not without scars. Not without questions. But still here. And as long as I have breath, there is still something left to say.